Well, basically, and my wife went back to school at PLU in 1982. She went to China with a group from PLU, and I was fascinated by the culture, and I'd always wanted to do some international service, and fortunately I stumbled onto the opportunity in about 1995 by chance, and then again in 2000. So for the last 15 years I've been working with, and I work with handicapped kids in Puyallup. There's a large neuromuscular center in Puyallup that I was medical director for, so I had a lot of experience in that. I had the opportunity to go to China and do it over there. We continue to send physical therapy teams, and we basically just go and they train these therapy and physicians in kind of the things that we do in the States, taking care of these children with neuromuscular disease, primarily cerebral palsy. But in terms of international service, that's the only place we've done it. That keeps me plenty busy going there. We went once a year or twice, sometimes twice a year, even when I was in practice. We've been all over China, basically, out west and on the East Coast and up and down way north, up by the Russian border. A number of different sites we've gone to. I'm still the president of the nonprofit that we started, and I arrange for the trips. And we actually, 2 weeks ago, we had 12 doctors from China came here to kind of talk about what we're doing and what the impact we've had and where we want to go. And they reported on their progress. Basically, our plan was to train them, and then they would train other people. And they reported that they've now trained 13,000 therapists in China. And if you figure that an average therapist probably sees 200 kids a day, or a year, in a year's time, that's about 2.6 million kids. So considerable impact. And they committed to do that. We signed a memorandum of understanding. They committed to, if we trained them, these 5 centers would continue to train people. And they came over, and 2 weeks ago they were here for about 3 or 4 days. And we kind of hammered out a plan for the future, how we could continue to do this. When we met in 2009, the leader of the China Association of Rehabilitation Medicine, he was on a whiteboard, and he said it might be able to train over a period of longer time, might be able to train 50,000. Well, that was an unrealistic number, but at the rate they're going, they can probably do that. Well, it's kind of like a lot of other things. The Children's Therapy Unit at Good Samaritan over in Puyallup, a lot of people don't know about it, but they treat thousands of kids with neuromuscular disease. They come from all over the country. Well, one of the neatest things is I got to go to the Nobel Peace Prize, just part of the audience, basically. But I mean, the whole city turns out, and it's a big deal over there. I mean, that December 10th every year, they do it. And going to that Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize, that's an amazing opportunity of the people that are doing things in Tacoma and this area. It's the only place in the country that apparently they do a Peace Prize. That's hard for me to believe, that of all the cities in the United States that somebody else hadn't picked up on that.